Let's debates get hot, boy. I am so many fresh. I talk cash money like I'm Birdman. Tackle topic straight on, no swerving. All facts is what I'm serving. No one's better or more deserving than me. I bring that heat like Miami on a whole nother level like Gumbo Tiny. I prove points for helping you visualize, using data that's analyzed by eagle eyes. Get your mind right and act like you know. You are now tuned into the Real Untouchable podcast.
Hey, what it do, sports world, and welcome to the Real Untouchable podcast with me, Ray Diggs, man. Like I said, it is Alabama versus Georgia. This is the number 2 Alabama, or the number 2 Georgia Bulldogs gets ready to travel to T-Town, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, for an SEC Showdown with the number 4 Alabama Crimson Tide. This right here is going to be a hell of a game, y'all. Before I get started, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. And make sure y'all give me your feedback on what you all think about this segment. And like I said before, the number 2 Georgia Bulldogs, Kirby Smart's dog, gets ready to travel to Tuscaloosa to face a SEC Showdown with the number 4 Alabama Crimson Tide and Keelan DeBoer's first shot at Kirby Smart. What y'all think is going to happen, man? Y'all think that Keelan DeBoer is ready for this stage? Do y'all think he's ready to look Kirby Smart head up? I honestly think he's ready. I think that this man right here is a winner. I think that he's ready. He's prepared. Win or lose, I think that this Alabama team will be in the college football playoffs somehow, some way. But tomorrow they will face against the Georgia Bulldogs, and that's going to be a hell of a game. Georgia came in by they're a 1-point favorite. But what's at stake? The SEC conference. This is a packed team. This is a packed conference this year. Okay, you got Texas, you got Alabama, you got Georgia, you got Tennessee. Okay, Texas. Okay, you got Oklahoma. You got all of these teams over here. Ole Miss. Okay, that's 7 schools right there in the SEC. That's probably going to be somewhere up there towards the top. Okay, for the college football playoffs. This is why this game is so important for Alabama to win. This game right here is very important. They're coming off, them and Georgia. Both teams has had 2 weeks to prepare. 2 weeks to prepare for each other. That's why I think this right here should be the game of the year between these two teams. Now, key matchup is going to be Alabama. Jalen Milroe will face the nation's number 1 pass defense. Jalen Milroe has passed 580 yards, 8 touchdowns with an interception for the Tide, the 3rd-ranked passer in the FBS. But he'll face against a safety, which is Malachi Starks. A lot of people know Malachi Starks. He's one of the best defensive backs in college football. And that is what Jalen Milroe will face tomorrow against this Georgia secondary. Georgia got one of the best secondaries in college football. Hell, if not the best. They might got the best secondary in college football. And that is what Heisman Trophy candidate Jalen Milroe will face. Jalen Milroe going to have to win this game, not by his legs. I think he's going to win this game right here by being smart. Throwing the ball where the ball needs to be. Using his weapons. Kendrick Law. You know, the 17-year-old sensation, Ryan Williams. He's going to have to use all of these guys, okay? He's going to have to really use his weapons for Alabama to even keep this game close. And I think that Jalen Milroe understands that. Okay, the players to watch for Georgia will be Carson Beck. Carson Beck is 16-1 as they starting quarterback. He's 6-1 against top 20 teams. Alabama is the only team to beat him, but Beck has thrown for 1,900 yards and 15 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in those ranked matchups. So that just tell you how good Carson Beck has played against the top competition. For Alabama, it's Ryan Williams, the 17-year-old freshman, who is already emerged as one of the SEC's best wide receivers. And he will be, why Williams hasn't faced the defense like this defense here. That's one thing why I will say. Ryan Williams has played his butt off. He's been sensational. But he hadn't played against a back like Starks and the rest of them boys over there from Georgia. Georgia is loaded with defensive backs, true freshmen. They got really, really good players on that team all over. Ryan Williams, but he's still been impressive. 10 catches, 285 yards, and 4 touchdowns in his first 3 college games. That just tell you, 10 catches for 285 yards and 4 touchdowns. Dude, that is a hell of a way to start your college career. But when it comes down to it, it's going to be Keelan DeBoer versus versus Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart, he pretty much is one of Saban's former proteges and the Alabama former defensive coordinator. But y'all got to understand that that Kirby Smart is 1-5 against Alabama since he left and joined Georgia. Now, that is against Nick Saban. That is against the GOAT. GOAT man. Yes, GOAT man Saban. But Keelan DeBoer, I think a lot of people he's one of the most underrated coaches in college football. I think that he's on the level of Kirby Smart and the rest of those top tier coaches. Now, y'all, I could be mistaken, but I think that this dude is a hell of a coach, and I think he's going to prove it tomorrow. I think he's going to have a perfect game plan. He's going to have, and y'all got to think about it. When he was at Washington, he got them to a national championship. Did he have the players that he got now? Did he have an offensive line that he got? Did he have a defensive line? Did he have a defensive period that he got at Alabama? I don't think he did. Alabama's loaded with 5 stars. Also, it's this to note. Alabama will have over 100 recruits in the house tomorrow as they face against the number 2 Georgia Bulldogs. That's right. It could be for both teams. A lot of those players are coming up to watch Georgia as well. So, but when I look at this team, the Bulldogs, they said the Bulldogs lost their only other trip to Tuscaloosa under Smart, which was October 17, 2020. The Bulldogs is the only FBS team that has not allowed a touchdown this season. That tells you how good this team defense is. Can this Alabama team break that streak? They're going to have to win this game. I don't think. Now, Georgia did have a terrible game against Kentucky. Now, I said it when they was playing against. Maybe they're looking forward to Alabama. They could have been, but they did not look like the Georgia Bulldogs that we used to seeing. They did not look like a team that was ready to win a national championship. Not just yet, but it is September. It's about to be October. Y'all know what October means. Everything gonna start making sense for us in college football around about October. But this Georgia and Alabama teams, these are the 2 premier teams loaded with 5-star recruits. But it's gonna come down to coach. It's gonna come down to the quarterback position. Can Carson Beck test this Alabama secondary? Now, this Alabama secondary ain't the best in college football. They're real suspect. You can pretty much make plays against this secondary. Now, I sat here one night and I watched them play against South Florida. And honestly, if they had a quarterback that was accurate, now Alabama would have been in trouble because they had at least 2 touchdowns that was overthrown. I just don't know if Carson Beck's going to miss that. Now, I will say this. Georgia got the type of weapons that they're used to having at the wide receiver position because Humphreys is out. So I just don't know. Do they have the tight end? They lost Brock Bowers to the NFL. McConkey. They lost him. They lost these 2 dudes to the NFL. So I just don't know. Do they have the weapon at the wide receiver position on the outside to test Damani Jackson and the rest of them and a true freshman, Zayden Brown? I just don't know if they got the weapons to test them. Now, if they do, this right could be a very interesting game. Now, do Alabama got the weapon that can test them? Alabama got the weapon. I just don't know. Jalen Milroe just don't use it. Kendrick Law, I said this dude is the Debo Samuels of college football. But how can you see if he's the Debo Samuel if you ain't giving him an opportunity to be a Debo Samuel? You got to get the ball into his hand. I ain't seen the ball in his hand in a while, maybe since the first game. So to beat this Georgia Bulldog team, Jalen Milroe is going to have to use all of his weapons at his disposal. He's going to have to use it. He's going to have to use Jam Miller. He's going to have to use Justice Hayes. Okay, Henderson. Henderson, this dude can fly. This dude right here can fly, man. This dude can play. But if you're not giving him the ball, how the hell can he show it? And that's right there what I'm trying to figure out. That's right there what I'm worried about. If Georgia can make it to where Jalen Milroe starts seeing ghosts around him, seeing shit, starts seeing stuff around, this right here could be a very interesting game. Now, if Jalen Milroe get comfortable behind that big, physical offensive line, Georgia might gonna have a problem. all night. Because if you let a quarterback like Jalen Milroe get comfortable, it could be problems. But that's gonna be the thing. Kirby Smart, I think he's gonna bring in all types of looks, try to confuse Jalen Milroe. He's gonna come in with, oh man, let's run this, let's run that. But I think that Jalen Milroe, if he can get it going, if he can get comfortable in that pocket, I just think that this Alabama team can pull it off at home under the bright lights of Bryant-Denny Stadium at Nick Saban Field. I just think that this right here is going to be a hell of a game. It could be the game of the year. I'm going to go with Alabama winning this game. I'm going to go with them winning 35 to 31. Now, I went back and forth with these scores. The one score that I wanted to go with was 28 to 24, Alabama. And then I said, you know what? I think they might put up a few more points than that. So I'm going to go with 31 to 35, Alabama winning in T-Town, and pretty much a top 5 showdown. Them upset the number 2 team in the nation, Georgia, tomorrow night. 35-31, the Alabama Crimson Tide. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about this segment. Let me know what y'all think about this game. I'm going to come on probably Sunday, and we're going to talk maybe Sunday, Monday, maybe even Tuesday with my normal show. I'll probably come on, and we're going to discuss what happened in this game and other games. Also, we had a great game tonight, Miami Hurricanes. Very controversial game. I want to discuss that. So I'm going to discuss that game as well. So make sure y'all tune in. Hey, thank y'all for everybody that support, everybody that come on and watch the show, man. I definitely appreciate it. I'm trying to be more consistent and, coming on more. Just bear with me. But I'm telling y'all, I will give y'all the content that y'all want, that y'all need. Because y'all know it's one thing that's, that I do is that this sports stuff, this is what I live. I breathe it. But, hey, this is going to be a hell of a week in college football. And as we get closer to October, everybody know what October means. October is when Alabama faces the stiffest competition. Georgia, Texas. You got Alabama, Tennessee. That's Tennessee. Oh my God. October is going to be crazy, y'all. It's going to be a crazy month, Lord bless us. But hey, make sure y'all continue to pray for everybody that losing family members. Make sure y'all continue to pray for the people that's down there that in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, hurricane. It's hurricane season. Hurricane pretty much tore up a lot of towns there. So make sure we continue to pray for those people, man, because we could easily be in that same situation, So make sure we pray for them. If you can donate some money to the Red Cross or whatever, because these people, they're going to need it as they get ready to restore their lives. So until next time, y'all have a great Friday night. Be safe. Make sure you don't drink and drive. Make sure you don't do drugs. Y'all already know the things that I normally say. Be great, dream big. Let's stay humble. And thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Real Untouchable Podcast with me, Ray Diggs. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Peace.